Hi everybody and welcome to Cut the Kibble. I'm Paula and this is Miss Bella, my 11-and-a-half-year-old Bichon that I've been cooking for since she was like 7 years old. Today I need a vent. I'm sorry to be emotional, but I am really upset and I'm going to talk about garlic. Now, you know I'm Italian. I love garlic. You know I talk about the medicinal properties of garlic that are antifungal, antibacterial, antivirus, anti-inflammation. It's like the miracle herb out there. But I am a sucker. You know, I'm in all these groups, and some of these groups also are endorsed by vets. And, you know, I read stuff and I'm like, hey, this sounds good. So you know that I home cook with garlic. And the reason I do it is because what I just listed. But I've been reading a lot that it also wards off fleas and ticks and other mosquitoes. And so I haven't used flea and tick products on her for 3 years now because I have learned about the pesticides and the insecticides that you're putting into your dog's bloodstream or giving them pills, and it's going right to their organs. And dogs are dying. Dogs are getting seizures from Bravecto and other like flea and tick medications. So when I heard about this product, this is, how big is this? I just got this yesterday. It's 2.5 pounds. I had to empty it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hold it up while holding Bella. When I heard about this product, how it was raved on one of my groups that I'm in, I said, let me get it. So I got it, and I opened it this morning, and I was looking at the label, and nowhere on the label does this say where this is sourced. And you know that is the primary reason that I home cook and that I want you to home cook. So you know where every single ingredient is sourced. Because a lot of the dog food, dogs have died over all these years. Back in 2007, I think it was, or 2009, many dogs died because there was melamine in the dog food from China. So you have to be so careful and get nothing for your dog from China. You know, they're not a human. I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh, but this little girl is less than 14 pounds, and I'm not putting anything in her from China. So this morning I called up this company, what's it called? Springtime. And I talked to Jennifer, and I said, Jennifer, I just got this product yesterday, and nowhere on the bottle does it say where this garlic is sourced from. Can you please tell me where the garlic comes from? And she says, well, it comes globally. And I said, well, that is not a good enough answer for me. Specifically, Jennifer, can you tell me with 100% certainty that this product does not come from China? And she said no. And I said, well, then I want my money back because I home cook for my dog specifically, so I don't give anything for my dog from China. And I said, I don't want to pay shipping. And she says, I'm sorry, you can return it, but we have no way of reimbursing you for the shipping. And I said, well, I don't want to pay for shipping. And she said, well, I'll tell you what, let me get back to you. I'm going to talk to somebody in the office who is in charge of sourcing all the products that we buy. And he deals with all the dealers globally. So she confirmed that she was going to find out where this garlic came from me. So she called me within the hour and she says, hi, we are going to refund you your total amount. I think this was like $29 or something crazy like that. And you don't have to return it. And I said, thank you very much. But I want to know, you said you were talking to this guy to find out where this product is sourced from. And she said, and I quote, I'm sorry, but that is proprietary information and I cannot disclose that. I said, thank you very much. And now I'm passing this on to you. Full stop. If you call a company and you want to know where their ingredients come from and they cannot disclose it, you don't buy from that company for your dog, okay? No, you go elsewhere. Now let's talk about garlic. Up until 10 years ago, garlic was all that we bought here was all from the United States. In California, they grow lots of garlic. They actually have the Garlic Festival every year in Gilroy, California. But 10 years ago, we found out that if we get garlic from China, it's much cheaper, okay? So if you go to the store, and I'm telling you right now, Aldi sells garlic still from China, and I don't get that because they say they don't have preservatives in their food. Well, what about their vegetables? It says right on there, from China. And I've called Aldi and they never got back to me on that. How do you know if you're getting garlic from the United States or from China? Because 80% of the world's garlic is from China, and 50% of the garlic here in the United States is from China. You know, as I talk to you, I can feel my Bella's heartbeat because I'm really emotional about this. And I know you can't see that she's emotional right now, but I know she knows that I'm really revved up about this. Can't you tell that she knows that? Really, I can feel her heartbeat right here. So 50% of the U.S. garlic comes from China. How do you know the difference? If it's pure white, it's from China. If the bottom, the root part, is not there anymore, hold on, let me go get one. I'm coming. I have a whole thing of garlic here, and I should have had this. So, this garlic, it's not pure white, okay? And look at the bottom here. Can you see that? That you know that it's from the United States. If it's from China, the U.S. Agriculture Department makes the Chinese cut that out because they don't want any foodborne disease coming over here. Plus, if they cut that out, it's cheaper to ship it because it's less weight. So why is garlic from China bad? Well, we know everything, all foods from China, we shouldn't be eating those, right? But the garlic from China is bad because, one, it's bleached by chlorine. Two, it is washed, a lot of it in sewer water, because in the farms where they grow the garlic, there's more sewer water than fresh water. And three, it has neurotoxin chemicals and pesticides that are sprayed on it that are banned in the United States. So why would you do that? All right, you need to be careful where your garlic is sourced. Now, you know me, fresh is always best. I add fresh garlic that I mince into the recipes, or you can just put fresh garlic on top of your food. I don't do that. I've done that once, but I'd rather just add it to the recipes. I give her, basically for this dog's weight, I do her in 1/4 teaspoon a day she's allowed. You can go online, Dr. Karen Becker has a whole chart there of how much garlic you can give your dog. But garlic is very healthy and it's medicinal for dogs. Do not fall into this category, oh, I read online that garlic is bad for dogs, it's deadly. If you give the whole bulb, yeah, that is not, your dog can go into kidney failure. But giving 1 or 2 cloves is wonderful for all the medicinal properties, and yes, so they don't get fleas and ticks. I'm gonna close by saying, if you feed your dog real, fresh, human-grade food, You are improving the immune system of your dog so your dog can fight off diseases. Please find out where your garlic comes from, and don't just listen to people in groups that are saying this is good. Yeah, they may be using this. Yeah, it may ward off fleas and ticks, but over using this day after day, year after year, what is this doing to your dog's overall health if it's coming from China? Please do your research and know your sources. Where does your food come from? That's it today.